This just in and what it means for you. Hey everybody, I have found a stock in the biomedical industry that is innovatively going after a disease that not many stocks are currently going after. It's actually in phase 3 trials right now. If you want to know more about that stock, you sit right there. Hey everybody, my name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and I want to bring to your attention a stock in the biomedical industry. Now, there's a lot of stocks in that industry, and a lot of the coronavirus stocks are in that industry, so there's a lot of competition when it goes after the virus or other things like that. But I've got a stock. The name of the stock is called Tonix Pharmaceuticals. The ticker symbol TNXP. This company is aggressively going after fibromyalgia. So in case you don't know what that is, fibromyalgia is a condition that causes pain all over the body. It causes sleep problems, fatigue, and often emotional and mental distress. People with fibromyalgia may be more sensitive to pain than people without fibromyalgia. This is called abnormal pain perception processing. Fibromyalgia affects about 4 million U.S. adults, and get this, 2% of the adult population. So that's a big problem. The cause of fibromyalgia is not known, but it can be effectively treated and managed. Now, I did some research, and I'm not finding a lot of companies out there who are aggressively going after this disease. So this TNXP may be something to keep your eye on. And guess what? If the stock does meet or beat its phase 3 trials and it gets approved, other companies are going to be looking and going, man, I could make some money on that too and jump on board. But guess what? TNXP will be the leader of the pack, and you have an opportunity to jump on board with it. All right, let's go take a look at the stock. As I look at it in my watch list, there's the ticker symbol, TNXP. It is traded in the NASDAQ, the over-the-counter, the NASDAQ, but it is not optionable. So as of right now, this stock is not optionable. Right now, trading at $1.89. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are going, why are you talking about these stocks that are less than $1? Well, you know something? Amazon was low at one time, right? Apple was low at one time. Google was low at one time. I don't know if any of them started off at just $1, but I'm just stating the point that they all started somewhere before they went sky high. Could this be that stock? It possibly could, especially if the phase 3 trials say that the FDA approves the drug, and if they effectively can help the people with fibromyalgia manage it better. Folks, that's something to pay attention to. Let's go look at the value. It's at 39 cents. The stock is grossly overvalued. But again, many of the stocks in this industry, in that biopharm space, will tend to be overvalued because they put a lot of money behind research and development. And if the FDA doesn't approve their drug that they were working on, they got to scrap it and start all the way from square one. So it's a lot of money that goes into research and development. It will affect its value. Now, let's move over. The upside potential, relative value below 1. This stock doesn't have upside potential yet, all right? Relative safety below 1. Because of that, the stock is a little bit more risky at this time. But with the news of knowing that they're going after the fibromyalgia, the stock's price is starting to move. It's above the value of 1 on our RT scale, which tells me that the stock is in an uptrend right now. We look at the earnings per share, it's negative, and they're growing at a negative pace. If this takes off, that or those two numbers will change exponentially if the company can make a lot of money off of this drug. Now, I'm speculating. Of course I am. But for the proper, the time right now of the ability of the stock to run higher, it's there. It just needs to get over the hump and move higher. I'm going to right-click on the stock, and I'm going to go to view the stock graph. As I look at the graph, man, over the last year, low-dollar stock, extremely volatile, but it has had opportunities where it's risen even though it fell. So this is more of a trade. I'm not going to lie and tell you that it's just going to go straight up and not experience any more volatility. If I look at the graph, always remember a graph tells a story. A graph or a picture is worth 1,000 words. If you're not comfortable with what you see historically on this graph, you can back away now. But I think that the news behind it, the innovation of going after fibromyalgia, which is not currently really gone after by a lot of stocks out there in this space, again, this could be a leader if it can get over the hump and go higher. All right, so that's on a 1-year graph. Let's go put on a 3-month graph. As you know, I put a lot of the same things on my graphs. I have a 20-day exponential moving average, which I think is really good if a stock is trending, whether bullish or bearish. I have support and resistance. I always want to know where a stock's price is trading in regards to its high or to its low, or if it's in a channel or breaking out, or breaking out of a channel. I also am showing candlesticks. Down below, I have volume. Volume has picked up tremendously over the last couple of weeks, and above its average volume, which I have here, a 20-period moving average of volume. RT, indicator you will only find in the VectorVest software. Tells me if a stock is in an uptrend or not. I'm going to go back and do this again. How about putting the two together? When RT goes above 1 and the stock goes above the 20-day exponential moving average, folks, it does that time and time again to give you entry. I don't care what the price of the stock is. It could be a 1-cent stock. It could be a $100 stock. This indicator RT tied into any kind of technical analysis, especially a moving average, could be great opportunities to get in. Let's bump it up here. RT above 1, stock's price above the 20-day, and the stock's price on that day was trading at about 68 cents, and look at that run since. Sat in a level between support and resistance, never broke that 20-day exponential moving average. I love it for a good middle term hold for any stock, that 20-day exponential moving average. Look at that play out right before your eyes. And where are we now? Well, this was a current level of support now at about $1.79, which occurred a couple of days ago. Yesterday, the stock broke above that level, and what did it do? What many stocks do once they break through resistance, they test that former resistance as a current level of support. I like the open candle, which means the price of the candle started at the bottom and is moving higher. I do have wicks at the top and the bottom, showing that I've got some selling pressure, but I have also got some buying pressure. I'd like to see if it can stay above that level. I like the news behind the stock enough to present it to you as a possibility of something to take a look at. Are you going to put all of your retirement money into the stock? Absolutely not. Is it something to consider to make and take advantage of to the upside? Absolutely. How high can it go? Listen, folks, I never have a price target unless it's trading close to a level of resistance on these stocks, because the news can push this stock crazily high. Can it get to $2, $4, $5? It sure could, but we've got to see what happens with the phase 3 trials. It's in phase 3 right now. If the FDA approves it, this stock could really take off, and it's something to at least keep your eyes on. So if I go back to my slide here, it's all about innovation. A lot of times I like to look at a stock's fundamentals to make sure that I'm buying into a fundamentally sound stock. But that indicator RT tells me that it's in an uptrend. I look at the 20-day exponential moving average. It's greatly above it. I like that it just recently went above a level of resistance, now being tested as a level of support and holding. What I'd like to see is the stock go higher than the previous high, which again, again, is sitting at a level of $2.12. I would consider a buy stop order at about $2.17. That helps to ensure that I'm buying as the stock's price is rising. Everything else looks good about the stock. Something to keep your eyes on. So until the next time, see ya.